Oh. Usually this is harder for me to set up. Never mind. So, today I am reading. What? Wait, I'm sorry. Today I am reading more of The Snow Globe. There is a lot of noise in the background, and I'm sorry about that. I have the dishes washing, and I have this like mini dishwasher, and for it being so small, it is like super loud. So I'm sorry about that. It shouldn't be going like that for, that long. And I also have water because last time I was reading, I was literally getting to the point where I was choking. So we are gonna go. Wait, we're gonna read from where we left off on the Snow Globe. And I like the book so far. I feel like the only thing I don't really like is I feel like I can kind of predict what's gonna happen. And I don't ever like that because if you end up being right, it kind of feels like you wasted your time reading it because you're like, well, I already knew. So I hope that I'm like wrong about some things. But yeah, one thing I want to say before I start reading, oh, hold on, is that this whole thing, like, where I put like story time with Miss Olivas, I did that as a joke, right? Because I'm not a teacher. I did that as like a joke. But like after I did that, I started getting all these videos on TikTok of teachers being like, oh, here's like advice for like your first year of school, or how to handle this, or how to do this in school. And I was like, why am I getting all this content? Like, I'm not a teacher. And I think it's literally because of my last live where I was like pretending to be a teacher, like reading. And I was like, that's creepy because I never looked that up on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, I did that as a joke on here, but this is YouTube. So I'm like, how is it that like TikTok, I don't know, how did that get to TikTok? Do you know what I mean? I thought that was really creepy. I thought that was weird, and I never look up teacher stuff because I'm not a teacher, dude. And it would make sense if I was getting recommendations on YouTube about teacher content because I was joking that I was a teacher, but the fact that it was on TikTok, I'm like, that is so, like, I'm like, how far does, like, are these apps connected in some way when it comes to like recommending or like spying on what we're doing to give us ads? Like, how far does that go? Because as far as I knew, TikTok and YouTube was not connected like that. But anyways, so let's get started. So if you guys don't remember, I'm just gonna do a quick recap of the first 2 chapters that we did. It was only 2 chapters, but a lot was introduced to us. We have our main character. I don't remember anybody's name. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't remember any, but we have our main character, which is a girl. And they're all poor because they live in this like icy wasteland. And she has her brother that she's really close to. And her brother and her mom all work in the same like warehouse. And apparently our main character looks like this girl who is in this famous TV show. And she's like, oh my God, it's so crazy that we look alike. Like, what if we're twins? Blah, blah, blah. And our main character's dream, she does not want to be an actor on the show. She wants to be a producer on the show. So that's basically all the information we have, so far. And also there's this side character of one of these famous actors that apparently killed a bunch of people. But I don't think she did. That's what I was saying last time. I don't think she actually killed anybody. And I think that's it. So basically everybody's goal is to get inside this globe where all the famous people are. That's where they air all these shows, and everybody loves it there apparently. And you know, that's where all the rich people are, but you don't. It's super hard to get in there. So that's basically everything we've got in these first 2 chapters. Okay, great. It's only been 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So, because last time I was here for an hour. I don't have an hour today, let me tell you. Okay. Ew. I haven't done my hair, but this is annoying me. This is annoying me. Okay. Okay. Let's get started. Chapter 3, Mysterious Visitors. Ooh, mysterious visitors. After my shift, I head for the post office, sailing down the long, narrow plaza that connects the Central Motor Hall with the plant's main entrance. Essential businesses line the sides of the plaza, all a drab gray that makes them blur into each other. Even the post office is just another hole in the wall, nothing like the shiny candy apple red buildings in the snow globe. But, sorry. But what does it matter? We're lucky to have a post office. Without it, we'd lose touch with friends and family who aren't nearby, and mail ordering anything from Snow Globe would just be a dream. So I don't think they have phones or computers. And I think they're only like the only technology they have is probably the show that they get to watch of the Snow Globe. This is giving very like North Korea vibes. Like it sounds like everybody's very limited in the information they have. Okay, anyways. Still, every year, Mom splurges on her birthday cake, which she orders from a special bakery in the Snow Globe. The gorgeous cake made to order by the patissier, an actor, of course, travels all the way to our post office by train. Thinking about it makes my heart swell. Me and my brother will be lighting candles and hearing our family sing happy birthday in just a few days. Hi, Chobam. I'm sorry, bro. Because this book is not originally written in English, but these names are really throwing me off. Hi, Chobam. Chobam. Siju says from behind the counter. The grin on her face so giddy it makes it seem like she's been waiting for me all day long. Siju uses a wheelchair because she was born without the use of her legs. Since she can't work the hamster wheels, she fulfills her civic duty at the post office instead. I return her greeting and begin to say, "Do you have mail for..." I don't even get to utter Miryu's name before Siju thrusts a shiny gold envelope at me across the counter. "Check out the front," she says, barely able to contain her excitement. Puzzled, I turn it over and reveal a red wax seal embossed with the most recognizable logo of them all, that of the Yibon Media Group. The Yibon Media Group, which everyone calls the Yibon, owns, controls, and operates the Snow Globe broadcasting system. In turn, the distinguished Yi family descending from the eponymous founder of the company, Yibon, is commonly called the Yibons, as opposed to the two ordinary Ys, or Yis, which is a reflection of society's esteem for the family's role in establishing the institutional framework that has sustained the Snow Globe order all these years. It's from Wyjin. Bro, I'm sorry. These names, it's literally my fault, but you know what I should do? I should Google how to say this, because I feel like I'm messing up the reading when I cannot pronounce the names. And I'm sorry about the background noise. I'm sorry. It's from Yijin. Suji cries out. My eyes round with surprise, and I tilt the card-sized envelope this way and that under the light, taking in its elegant gold shimmer. Don't get choked up yet, Siju says, rolling her wheelchair back a few feet to take a small pile on the floor covered in gray cloth. Oh, I read that wrong. Rolling her wheelchair back a few feet to a small pile on the floor covered in gray cloth. With a magician's flourish, she pulls back the fabric and my jaw drops. It's a washtub-sized box full of brownies. I've seen brownies countless times on TV, with them being Harry's favorite treat and all, but never in real life. And these brownies are adorable, decorated with Christmas trees made out of red and green frosting. A pen in one hand, Siju begins checking off the items on the shipment list. 10 bottles of orange juice, check. A box of fresh strawberries, check. My nose begins to burn like it does when tears come. Eugene, my best friend, is the first snow globe actor to come from our town since Miryu 10 years ago. The thought makes my heart swell all over again, and I'm touched that she found the time to send me a note, and all these amazing gifts, only 2 months after moving to the snow globe. Snow globe, oh right, I murmur, suddenly remembering my mission. Do you have any mail for Miryu? Suji lifts her gaze and gives me a quizzical look. When I don't correct myself, she makes a sour face. Who would send anything to her? I shrug. She returns to the shipment list, and I tug Eugene's card in my chest pocket like the rare treasure that it is. Oh my god, sorry. Wait. Is my camera on? Okay. Shin, Eugene sent you fresh strawberries? A whole box? Angi cries in amazement, helping me stow the full sled in the bus's luggage compartment. Suji insisted that I borrow it to haul the bounty home. I gesture for him to quiet down, conscious of everyone about to board the bus with us, many of whom have never tasted fresh strawberries. How many bottles of orange juice did you say? Angi asked, hushing his voice. 9, I mouth, leaving out the fact that I give a bottle to Suji. Fresh strawberries, orange juice, brownies. Saliva pools in my mouth at the thought of sharing the treats with Mom and Grandma when we get home. Approaching our stop, I'm surprised not to see Miryu waiting for me. She seems so desperate. Overhead, the gloomy sky is closing up for the evening, so Angi and I don our headlamps. I feel a pang of... oh my god, sorry. I feel a pang of disappointment and turn up my headlight, sweeping the area with its beam again. Oh, okay, so I don't want to interrupt, but I have things I want to say, but I don't want to interrupt. Okay. Would you please listen to your older brother, Angi warns. You will stay far away from that woman, you will. He steps into his skis and I grab the sled pull rope and attach it to his harness. Angi has volunteered to be the beast of burden in appreciation of his good luck, and being the big brother of a sister with connections in Snow Globe. I carefully scan the area one last time for Miryu, ignoring Angi's impatient look, and a faint shadowy form begins to take shape in the murk at the base of a nearby tree. Before I know it, I'm already moving toward it. Hey, where are you going? Angi yells. Come back. He rushes after me, but the loaded sled he's tethered to hampers him, and I make it to the tree alone. To my amazement, the dark pile reveals itself to be a person crumpled on the ground. My heart slams. I quickly drop to one knee beside the figure and turn them over on their side, peeling the ski mask down under their chin so I can listen and feel for breath. And that's when my heart slams for a second time. It's Miryu, blood leaching out of her scalp and crusting on her forehead. Fighting down the dread surging inside me, I bring my ear close to her mouth and nose. She's breathing. Jiang Chobam, step away right now. Angi shouts, furiously wrestling with rope he's managed to get tangled in. Turning back to Miryu, I try to rouse her. Miss, are you okay? Open your eyes, please. No response. I give her shoulder a hard shake. Miryu, wake up. Her eyes flutter ever so slightly. Please, you can't sleep here, I shout and slide my hands under her arms, so I drag her through the snow towards the sled. but the 2 layers of thick mittens I have on keep slipping and sliding around, and I can't keep a grip on her. So I peel them off and hold them to my teeth. What the hell are you doing? Angi demands. He's right in my face now, finally having freed himself, but there is no time to argue. Unload the sled, please, I tell him, breathing heavily. Quick, we need to get her to the plant. Without waiting for his response, I continue on towards the main road with Miryu, heart pounding. She's surprisingly heavy, dead weight. I think I can finally appreciate the full meaning of the word. And thank goodness for the boost of adrenaline coursing through my veins right now. The plant houses the clinic, but the next outbound shuttle isn't until daybreak. And Miryu needs immediate medical attention. We'll have to use the sled to take her there ourselves, I tell Angi. Oh my god. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Are you insane? He erupts, snatching my wrist. To save our murderer? What other choice do we have? Just leave her to die out here? I shout back, letting my eyes cut into him. My vehemence seems to throw him off for a moment, but then he straightens his grip around my wrist. Come on, it's nearly 60 below, he says, pleading now. It's not safe to be outside for more than half an hour. He's right. Truth be told, I'm not all that confident that I could make it to the clinic within 30 minutes, not while towing a full-grown woman behind me on a sled. Still, I'll have to try. I'm good on skis. That's why I am going, I respond, wrenching myself free and snatching the ski poles from his other hand. Angi stamps his feet in frustration. You'll freeze to death in the middle of nowhere. If Dad had been a chicken like you, we wouldn't even be here, I shout back. Do you know that, Jion Angi? His face goes blank. That may have been harsh, but I'm too worked up for calm deliberation. I'm not going to die today, I tell him. There's too much I want to do. I won't let it happen, I promise. He stares at me, then squeezing his eyes shut, he pulls a thick wool hat over his face and screams into it for a long breath. After he's done, he empties the sled and helps me load Miryu onto it. I'll go home and gear up, he says. Catch up with you as soon as I can. And then he's off kicking up snow. My twin brother is going to save me in case I kneel over on the way. My twin brother is going to save me in case I keel over on the way. I don't argue with him. Not that I have the time. 30 minutes is all I need. I'll be fine. I pick up the sled's tether, then draw a big breath. Plant my poles in the snow and push off with my left foot. The heavy sled makes it rough going at first, but it isn't long before I get into a steady rhythm. Whoosh, whoosh. My skis glide smoothly over the snow as I set off down the road, following in the tracks laid by the shuttle. 1,000 thoughts swirl in my mind, but I keep focused on the path ahead. You never know when the odd elk or wild horse might surprise you by jumping into the road. Ever so often, I find myself glancing over my shoulder to look at Miryu on the sled. After all, it's just me and the ruthless killer out here in the dark, and the thought sends a fresh chill down my spine every time it occurs to me. Focus, focus, I chant aloud to drive away the creeping unease, fastening my eyes on the path before me. I'm not sure how long it's been, but the sparsely illuminated road ahead seems to stretch on endlessly. In the beam of my headlamp, trees cast dark shadows on the snowy ground before closing in on me like falling dominoes. Doubt rears up inside me, quickening my breath, and the heavy-duty ski mask I'm wearing doesn't help. I want to so badly yank it off, but doing that in this temperature would be beyond foolish. How long have I been here? 20 minutes? Okay. Pulling a full sled on skis is vigorous exercise, no doubt, and I'm damp with sweat. Still, my body is losing heat faster than it can generate more. My legs seem to be slowing down, and maybe my mind is too, when the sky, without preliminary flurries or spitting flakes, decides to unleash a genuine squall. Just my luck, I hunch into the wind. Stuffing back the feeling of doom rising within me, I replay the story Mom likes to tell us. Wait, how long is this chapter? Oh. chapter has a few more pages. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. I have a bookmark, so I know where I left off. But this is weird. Because I'm just thinking, I think someone attacked that girl because they think she's a murderer, but I'm telling y'all, I don't think she killed anybody. Because I think it was just like for the show that she was in. But yeah, I mean, I think that is the only thing that I'm predicting. Everything, or maybe she does end up saving her, and then maybe that's how she gets a ticket into the snow globe, because then she has like extra connections in there, and then someone's like, oh my god, you saved her life, like, let's give you a job here. You know, I don't know. But I don't know if I'm a slow reader or what, because like look at that. That's where we are right now. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching this. And I will be back. Oh, I don't know if I said this, but I can renew this book up to like 2 or 3 times. So I think that we can finish it, because I can keep it for a little while, and I think we really could finish the entire book, you know. And I have some other books. Oh my god, also I've been reading Harry Potter. Not reading it, I've been listening to the audiobook, and it is so good. Like seriously, and you know what's funny? I got the wrong book. I didn't even get the first one. I got the third one. But it's still super good. And then I'm gonna, when I finish it, I'm gonna go back to the first one and the second one, and then I'm gonna, you know, listen to the rest. But I want to listen to the audiobooks before I watch any of the movies, because the books are really, really good, and I don't want to, I don't know, like, I don't want the movies to interfere with me listening to the book. You know, I feel like it's gonna be too much. I want to do one at a time. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next live, where we will be reading the Snow Globe again. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye. Bye. No, bye.